Hey, what's up guys, Gaurav back with the video, and guys, in this video I'm gonna do the review of iPhone 13, so let's begin. So guys, I'm gonna divide this review between various parameters such as overview, performance, display, battery, camera and more. So let's start with the what's inside the box. Talking about the box itself, we again have the iPhone 13 box in the white color, but the iPhone 13 Pro and iPhone 13 Pro Max has a black color box. This is the trend we have seen started with the iPhone 11, where the iPhone 11 had a white box and iPhone 11 Pro series has a black box. This is the trend that we have seen again in the iPhone 13 series as well. In the box we have the iPhone 13 in the starlight color, which I have here, and then we have the USB-C to lightning cable, some paperwork and one white Apple sticker. I really hope that we had a black Apple sticker, but it's again the white Apple sticker in the box of the iPhone 13, and it's same in the iPhone 13 Pro as well. Talking about the iPhone 13 overview, on the front we have a 6.1 inches OLED screen with a notch. The notch is 20% smaller in length, but the height of the notch is increased, which now gets more into the display. On the right side we have a power lock unlock button which also activates Siri. On the left side we have the volume up and down button and a mute switch. On the bottom we have a lightning port with asymmetrical speakers. On the back we have a new dual 12 megapixel camera in diagonal shape. The back of the phone is made up of glass with glossy finish, but the camera bump is matte, which is opposite to iPhone 13 Pro and Pro Max, which have a matte back with glossy camera bump. The sides are made up of aluminium, which is actually a good thing, whereas the sides of the iPhone 13 Pro and Pro Max is made up of stainless steel, which gathers a lot more fingerprints when used without the case. The iPhone 13 also has ceramic shield on the front glass, which provides 4-time drop protection as Apple claims it. Also guys, we don't have any 5G antenna bands on this phone, as this is the Indian variant and 5G is currently not available in India. So guys, talking about the specification of iPhone 13 and iPhone 13 mini, both the phones have a A15 Bionic chip with a 4-core GPU, whereas the iPhone 13 Pro and iPhone 13 Pro Max has a 5-core GPU with A15 Bionic. Talking about the RAM on this phone, the iPhone 13 mini and iPhone 13 have a 4 GB of RAM, whereas the Pro model have a 6 GB of RAM. So guys, if I now talk about the performance of this phone, as you can see I'm playing Asphalt 9. Even the gaming performance on this phone is pretty good on as of now, and also performing of the regular tasks such as using social media, texting, calls and other stuff like heavy games like even using camera. This phone doesn't get too hot and mostly stays cool, but it gets little warm around this area basically, but it's not terribly hot that you can't use the phone or the applications become choppy. There's nothing that. And also I'm running the latest version of iOS, that is 15.1 on this one, and that also runs very smoothly on this one. Although iOS 15 had some weird issues in the beginning, but most of them are resolved now by the Apple, so there's nothing like any sort of lag or sluggishness in the phone using the heavy apps or the basic tasks. It handles very quickly. And also the fun fact is that the RAM on this phone is actually a 4 GB RAM. Then also the performance is pretty good. It's all about the optimization, and as you know, Apple has the best optimization of their phones, even though they have less RAM. But yeah, on 4 GB RAM this is running pretty smoothly, even the normal applications as well or the heavy games. I also played BGMI on this one, and it was running very smoothly on this, even with the higher frame rate. The battery was not dropping too much. I'm definitely impressed by the performance of the iPhone 13 as well. I personally use iPhone 13 Pro, and that is more smooth, but iPhone 13 is also very smooth. So guys, now if we talk about the display quality on this phone, we have a 6.1 inches OLED screen on this one, and it's not a 120 Hz or the ProMotion display. It's stuck to 60 Hz, but the display quality is nice. As you can see, I am in the outdoor and it's quite viewable. If I increase the brightness up to the full, Let me just increase this, and as you can see, we can still able to see the content which we are viewing, and the side angles are also very viewable, and that the quality of the screen is also pretty nice. Talking about the brightness of this phone, it has a 800 nits brightness, but when you are watching HDR content, it can go up to 1000 nits. The only thing that I didn't like about the display is that it doesn't have a pro motion or the 120 this phone. So guys, now if I talk about the how's the audio quality while you are on a call, so the call quality is also pretty good on this phone. The other party was able to hear me properly, and I was able to hear them properly as well. So the earpiece quality is phenomenal on this phone. You won't be having any problem with the sound quality or the audio quality while on a call or watching some video or listening to music. So guys, if I now talk about the battery life on this phone, let me just go to the settings and then show you the screen time over here. So as you can see, I'm getting the screen time of 7 hours 53 minutes, almost 8 hours. So let me just show you the battery as well. Let me just go to battery, and as you can see, the battery health is 100% because this is a new phone, and as you can see, last charge it to 94% at 10:30 a.m. and it's 11:47 p.m. right now, and still I have 44% of my battery left. You can see I used it with the low power mode for quite of time, and then it was on the normal mode without the low power. So, and as you can see, I'm getting the screen time of 5 hours 15 minutes, and screen off time is 37 minutes. So basically playing music in the background or listening to some audio charts. But this is the battery life on the iPhone 13, and I think it's pretty good if you're getting a 7 or to 8 hours of screen time. So this is 7 hours 53 minutes. So this is pretty good battery. Even on my iPhone 13 Pro, I get almost about 9 to 10 hours of screen time. So on the iPhone 13, I'm getting 8 hours of screen time. That's pretty good. And this phone also supports wireless charging as well, the MagSafe charging as well, and this phone also has the fast charging. You can charge it via lightning port using an 18-watt charger or a 20-watt charger. Of course, the charger is not included in the box, so you need to buy it separately, or if you have the older iPhone like the iPhone 11 Pro, then you might have the 18-watt fast charger as well that you can use with this phone. Even I use an 18-watt iPhone 11 Pro charger with this phone as well as with my iPhone 13 Pro, and it can charge the phone up to 50% in just 30 minutes. So that's fine with the charging speed, and this is the battery life that you can expect with the iPhone 13. Of course, this will depend upon your usage. If you play lots of games, then it might get degraded, but in general use or the regular use, you can easily get up to 8 to 9 hours of screen on time. So guys, now if I talk about the camera on iPhone 13, as you can see, we have the dual 12 megapixel camera on the back. The shape is diagonal, which is different from the iPhone 12 that we had last year. Talking about the aperture of the camera, the main camera is a 12 megapixel camera with aperture of f1.6, whereas the ultra wide camera has the aperture of f2.4. Both the cameras can gather a lot more light as compared to the previous year iPhone. Talking about the difference between iPhone 13 Pro and Pro Max camera with that of the iPhone 13 mini and iPhone 13, the iPhone 13 mini and iPhone 13 don't have a 3x telephoto camera which we find on the iPhone 13 Pro and iPhone 13 Pro Max. Even the LiDAR scanner is only present on the Pro models, not on the regular iPhone 13 mini and iPhone 13 models. On the front, we have a 12 megapixel single camera with aperture f2.2. So guys, now I'm gonna talk about the interface of the camera. As you can see, we have the typical iPhone camera interface where we have the different modes, that is photo, portrait. We also have the panorama mode, as well as for the video we have the normal video mode. We have the cinematic mode as well on the iPhone 13. We also have the slow motion and time lapse. There's a button to switch between the front camera and the rear camera, and then on the, if I go back to the photo, we also have the option to turn on and off the live photo. We also have the night mode option. We also have the flash on and off option, and if I press this arrow, we also have some different options such as exposure setting, aspect ratio. We also have the photographic style such as standard, rich contrast, vibrant, warm and cool, and these are permanent. For example, if you set these and get back to the home screen and after some time you open the camera, the applied preset will be set permanently on the camera, so you can have the same experience while clicking the photos. We also have the option for the live photos over here, and then we also have the night mode as well as the flash option. The only thing that iPhone 13 mini and iPhone 13 are missing is the ability to shoot the ProRes video or the ProRAW. For example, let me just go to the settings and then the camera option. So as you can see, we have the camera option. If I go to the formats, as you can see, we only have the option of high efficiency and most compatible. So basically, we don't have the ability to shoot ProRes video or ProRAW. That's only available in the Pro iPhones, that is the iPhone 13 Pro and iPhone 13 Pro Max. So guys, now if we talk about the picture quality or the image quality on this phone, as you can see, we get the image quality very similar to the any other iPhone. I even tested iPhone 13 Pro. The image quality is very similar, but we don't have the 3x or the 2.5x zoom on this one. But we also have the sensor shift stabilization on this one, which we earlier had only on the iPhone 12 Pro Max. But you can get a better idea of the picture quality from these sample images that I shot with the iPhone 13. I also shot one selfie, as you can see, and the colors appear to very natural, typical iPhone style images you can expect from iPhone 13's front camera as well. So guys, now if I talk about the cinematic mode, yes, the iPhone 13's camera can shoot the cinematic video in 1080p. 4K is not supported as of now, both on the iPhone 13 and iPhone 13 Pro as well. So you can shoot the cinematic video on iPhone 13 up to 1080p, and yes, the quality is very good on the iPhone 13's camera as well in cinematic mode. But as of now, cinematic mode is not perfect. It sometimes doesn't get the edges right. Yes, you can use it as it adds the cinematic look or the filmy look that most people love, the blurred background and all. Yes, you can use it, but it's not perfect as of now. Also guys, you can change the aperture in the cinematic video as well, and you can also change the focus as well in the cinematic mode even after you shot the video. For example, when you shot a video in the cinematic mode and your object wasn't in the focus but the background was in the focus, you can actually change that to make the focus lock on your subject and makes the background blur. So guys, now if I talk about the pricing and the color option available in iPhone 13, so basically we have different option for the colors as well as for the storage. The starting price for iPhone 13 is 79,900 in India, and that's without the trade-in service that we have, and it can go up to 1,09,000. So the variant that we have for the storage are 128GB, then we have the 256GB model, and then we have the 512GB model. There is no 1TB model that's only available in the Pro iPhone. Regarding the colors, we have the pink color option, we have the blue color, we have the midnight and starlight, and we also have a product red color. The one I had in this video was the starlight color, which is kinda off-white. So guys, now I'm gonna talk about should you buy this phone or not. So basically iPhone 13 is a pretty good buy for most of the people, especially if you don't care about the 120Hz display or the ProMotion display or about the telephoto camera. The iPhone 13 can perform the basic task very well, even the heavy task it can perform very well. Even the battery life on this phone is incredible, so I can recommend this iPhone 13 to most of the people out there. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do like the video, comment down below and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.